Alright, looks like we're live with next Fire Emblem houses 3 warriors. So, I haven't eaten anything all day, and that's intentional because I had like 2 pizzas on Friday and 1 pizza Saturday, so that's one of my methods of weight control is to eat a ton of what I want and then go on an extreme diet the next day. But I got some fried eggs prepared. Well, not a fried egg. I'm not sure what you'd call it, but it's not scrambled, I know that much. So I don't want to eat that at a pace fast enough that it doesn't cool down, but I don't want to interrupt things either. In truth, I believe your remarkable growth has me lamenting my current situation. It makes me reminisce about the days when you would waver and I would set you right again. Yet now, you have the strength to set yourself right. I only hope you find the best path forward for both us, says. I'm actually going to put that over to my left. It's too precarious on the front.
Excuse me.
You gotta hear this. I went back to my hometown for the first time in forever. And it turns out that everyone had assumed I'd died in battle. So my fiancé married another woman. He was my childhood sweetheart. I guess I have no choice but to find another partner. Hey, what about you, Commander? Anyone special in your life? Good question. If we're fighting the kingdom, then I might have to face Dimitri, right? I've heard he's ridiculously strong. I wonder which of us would come out on top. Dimitri's probably stronger. They say his strength is inhuman, like some kind of monster. Huh. I wonder what his training regimen is. Regime. Maybe I'll ask him once the war's over. Well, let's hope we all survive. I kind of doubt it, though. When you fight a king, you tend to play for keeps, at least when a war gets this desperate.
How disappointing.
Happy, it is unnecessary for you to shoulder this burden. My dream is my own responsibility. It's not a burden, Coco. I don't really have anything I'm aiming for myself, so I figure I might as well fight for what you want. No, I will not allow it. Haven't you always spoken about wanting to find your own goal in life?
Honestly, I don't know.
Yeah, which is exactly why I decided to help you. I don't know how much I can really do, though.
Absolutely.
Helping others achieve their dreams is an admirable goal in its own right, especially since you two are so close. Yeah, see, Coco? Invite on expedition. Does somebody want to go?
How disappointing.
Oh, wait.
How disappointing.
It's probably because I have new destinations to go to.
Got a minute?
Apparently you have to be level C with... I think we probably are with Lorenz. We have been subjected to an unnecessary amount of detours, but the time has finally come to settle things with the kingdom. And with the Alliance coming to our aid as well, we will no doubt achieve victory. Okay, that seems fine. The issue is what happens after we win. I am concerned about the relationship between the Empire and the Alliance.
Let's see.
Come on, there's no way the war would continue after this. I certainly hope you're right. For my part, I shall spare no effort in trying to maintain peace between our two regions. That's probably wise, for your people's sakes. Wait.
Oh.
Is he really not? Ask Lorenz. No, they're into B. Well, maybe it's because there's a lock on their relationship that it doesn't work.
So, let's think about that.
Lately I've felt off for some reason, like I'm not myself. I used to be a timid person who'd get so nervous before battles he couldn't sleep. But now I feel strangely calm, even though we're facing a major fight.
Right on.
That just shows how much you've grown. You've been doing a great job. You're going to make me blush. I'm not so sure about all that, but I appreciate you saying so. Okay, so the exclamation point is there too. So, okay. Anyway, now that I think about it, the notification would stay constantly on the screen. It wouldn't go away.
Hey.
I wonder if the kingdom would abandon the Church of Saros if we dealt a big enough blow to the central church. I doubt the king and lords in Fargus are so hard-headed that they'd keep fighting a losing battle. I have friends and family in the kingdom, so I'd like to avoid stoking the flames of war any higher. So I probably won't play too long, because this was unscheduled, and I just kind of wanted to fill the evening with something. Of course, I also thought I'd do something else throughout the day, but I made the schedule, so I should stick to it, especially after missing so many days the other week.
A moment of your time.
A lot of mercenaries who worked for the kingdom have ditched their contracts. Everyone's pretty sure they know how this war will end up. A mercenary won't last long if they don't pick up on subtle shifts like that.
Excuse me.
Not very loyal.
I must
But
be
then
telling you.
they're not really there for loyalties. I am having one memory of the previous Duke Iger, but it is a bad one. When we were first coming to the imperial capital, he had insults for my father. I became angry and attacked, knocking him off his feet. I am having much to reflect on. Oh my.
How's it going?
How you been holding up? Nothing but some shady battles lately, huh? I've had a hankering to really let someone have it, and it looks like I'll be finally getting my wish.
You sure?
Really? But we've had plenty of people to fight. What with all the bandits and rebels?
Nah.
They don't count. I need an opponent I can really unload on.
Over here. Good day.
It feels as though the full might of the Empire is gathered here. Of course, we also have many talented individuals stationed at Aeronaught in the west, most notably our Minister of Military Affairs.
If you please.
There is no possible way we'll be defeated, and let us be vigilant in protecting Her Majesty all the same. Oh, but... Ash,
Can we talk?
I hear you and Pikachu are going to be leaving television pretty soon. I've sparred with His Majesty several times, and he is amazingly strong. Without a doubt, the toughest warrior in the kingdom. I don't know if I'd be able to defeat him in battle.
Let's see.
There's no need to force you to fight him, especially since you don't know if you can
I
win.
don't think so.
No, I can't avoid him. I'm a member of the Imperial Army now. This is going to be a tough battle. Take care of yourself, says.
Excuse me.
You know there's the Three Alliances territory nearby, right? Burgundy, Albany, and Seward? The nobles who govern them are extremely opportunistic. You're opportunist! They've been shifting between the Alliance and Empire for some time now. They also have strong ties with the Central Church, so they've been warned not to cause any trouble.
Greetings, friend. Nothing to report.
Greetings, Commander. Nothing to report. Looks like all the crises have been wrapped up. Now everyone can finally take a breath. I thought he was going to say take a breath of fresh air. We just got to keep up the momentum and end this war once and for
really
all.
appreciate it.
I'm sure you can pull it off. I believe in you. Guess we don't have any supplies, right?
Got a sec?
I'm a general from Leicester. The Alliance sent me to lend you a hand. I don't really know what's going on, but we're all going to have to cooperate from here on out, right? We've got your backs, and I believe an Imperial general's gone to aid the Alliance in my stead. What's the point of that, then? Why didn't they just stay where they were? That just sounds inefficient. Is it a political move? I received a letter from my adoptive father. He said that I've done this long enough and should come home now. It's a little late for that, though. There's no way I could abandon everyone after we've come this far. I wouldn't be of any use back home anyway. I have no idea what he's thinking. Maybe he's just worried about you. He's still your father, even if you're not blood related.
I'm not sure.
Do you really think so? But even if that's true, I have no intention of leaving. Monica! Between Viscount Essar and Baron Gillinger, many Western lords showed sympathy towards the former Duke Eiger. And there be many more who secretly oppose Her Majesty's plan, even if they show outward support.
Nuh-uh.
It's been nearly 3 years since Edelgard ascended the throne. That kind of opposition can't be allowed to linger. We need to stamp them
How
out.
dreadful.
Oh my, I never thought I'd hear you say something like that. I feel like a proud mother watching her child blossom into a fine adult. She's like, okay.
Well,
I have journeyed with you this far, and I will stay until the very end, Shez. I too am interested in the secrets of the Central Church's leaders are hiding. Garrick Mach also houses some ruins. I wonder if we'll discover their true origin. Could be.
Thing is,
My brother was in charge of Fort Mercius. It doesn't matter that he was standing in for my father. Guess that means he'll have to be held responsible somehow. Ugh, I just don't know what to do.
Let's see.
Are you worried about him? I know it's nerve-wracking not knowing how it'll play out. No, worrying won't change anything. I know it'll be handled fairly, whatever the outcome. Oh, I guess that's fair. Book of Seros. The goddess is all things. She is heaven above and the land below. She is eternity incarnate. She is the present, the past, and the future. Her eyes see all, her ears hear all, her hands receive all. She who was graced with the holy word of the divine goddess, who bore witness to her magnificence, is one called Seros. She is the messenger of the heavens, the bridge between the lands above and below, and her blessings shall bring tidings of peace to all. With the goddess's omnipotence and wisdom to guide her, Seros ensures that her will be done. As the goddess's sword, Seros wards evil away. As the goddess's child, Seros makes emperors of mortals. As the goddess's wings, Seros elevates her people. As the goddess's voice, Seros spreads the word of love. That sublime sword is entrusted to you. Those emperors are crowned before you. Those wings are clear your path. That voice whispers words of trust. May the blessings of the goddess follow you always. Huh.
You know,
It looks like a lot of the Knights of Seros are going to join the battle. But Lady Rhea wouldn't possibly appear in the front lines herself, right? She very well may could. It would really boost the Knight's spirits.
my, how troubling.
Yes, I suppose that's true. My goodness, this battle will become more daunting by the second.
I was thinking.
The kingdom's got plenty of formidable warriors, and they're not just in the Knights of Seros. You especially need to watch out for the King Dimitri's right-hand man, Dedu of Duskar. And there's also Felix, the new Duke Fraudulus. Fraldarius. I bet he wants revenge for his father. I bet. We're gonna have to kill him. My dad was killed at Arianod, and now I finally have the chance to exact my revenge. All my comrades say they're fighting for the Empire or Her Majesty, but I'm fighting for myself. A lot of people want revenge for their dads on both sides.
It's you.
How long will this war rage on? It's really hell. We're finally going head-to-head with the Knights of Seros. I wonder where I'll run into her. Though there's no guarantee it'll happen at all. But if it did... I hope you do run into her. Yeah, though she'd probably just say she's following orders. Huh. How close are they supposed to be? We failed to wipe out those maggots at Fort Mercius. A pointless battle. I hope the next will satisfy me. There are plenty of strong fighters in the Knights and the Kingdom. That was weird. You'll have a good time for sure. Let us hope so. Oh, she's looking at the fields, kind of like I did at the beginning of the stream before this one. My father's at Garrick Mach, which means I might have to see him again. Though it sounds like he'd shut himself away, so the chances of it are probably pretty low. It'll be okay, right? Yeah, we're pretty far from the monastery now, so you shouldn't have to worry. Right? I thought so too. Well, apparently we want to cook a lot of meals, not just one. This isn't like other Fire Emblem games where the stats don't stack, so we're going to want to do that at the very beginning of the chapter, you know?
What do you think?
Do you remember the girl we fought alongside me at Arianod and lost her life in the process? You mean Ingrid? From the Blue Lion House, right? She was an impressive fighter. Yes, everyone must have been devastated when she passed, especially Sylvain. If a person were to give even a passing thought to every enemy, they'd never be able to fight in a war.
Oh.
But even so, I can't stop myself from thinking about them. Support conversation. Oh, look at that. It's funny how that just kind of popped up.
You're a lifesaver, Mercedes.
Opportunity for me.
Could you help me tend to this soldier's wounds next?
Oops. What the heck?
Lady Mercedes, where would you like me to put this?
Oh, yes, just a moment, please.
You really have your hands full, Mercedes. Anything I can pitch in on?
Oh, goodness. I appreciate your offer, but I couldn't possibly ask you to take time out of your day to assist me in these tasks.
Hey, don't be like that. Anyone who's still got the legs to stand on after a battle needs to do whatever they can to help. I'm no physician, but I can at least help get some of this stuff organized.
But you only just returned from combat yourself. Aren't you exhausted?
Nah, not really. We weren't on the front lines or anything, so I'm still good to go. And I'm not buried in paperwork afterwards, unlike the others.
Well, if you insist, I guess a little help wouldn't hurt. In that case, there's a box over at the training grounds. Would you mind getting it? There should be bandages and medicine inside, so you'll be able to tell which one it is just by opening the lid.
Got it. Be right back.
Oh my, wait just a minute.
What's up?
Give me your right hand.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
I knew it. You're injured. Here, I can patch this up in a jiffy with my healing magic.
Whoa. It's all better. Thanks, Mercedes.
You need to speak up from now on if you're hurt, all right? Don't be so nonchalant about your health.
Hey, I could say the same thing about... Actually, never mind. Anyway, it should be easier to carry that box now. Thanks again, Mercedes.
No, thank you for offering to help. Oh, and take all the time you need. There's no rush. Oh.
What the heck?
Oh.
Wow, look at that. You can just press Y to skip their dialogue and get right to the thing. That's incredible. Now I'm trying to zoom in, and it doesn't seem to be working. I noticed her face looked more mature and attractive than kind of cutesy, like what the impression I had always got before.
Hunger is the true enemy.
Like at that parting look. Oh wow. Those ingredients are kind of low though. Here's something. I don't suppose they have a support combo.
Come back whenever you're hungry.
I don't think they do, which is surprising. Nope. Ingots. Oh, Bernadetta.
Hunger is the true enemy.
Not a lot of people like that meal. Alright, who does Petra support with?
Come back whenever
Let's
you're
go
hungry.
like that. Petra. No, not Hubert, Ilgard. Nobody from the from the Empire. Raphael. Man, she gets 3 supports for Raphael. Well, alright,
Hunger
let's
is
start
the true enemy.
doing that. It looks like Gondor. Probably great, right? Yeah, good.
Solid, solid.
This surprise pleases me. How did you know I would have enjoyment of this?
Wow, that hit the spot. I'm so glad we're friends.
Oh,
Come back whenever you're hungry.
thought that would do it. Oh, and okay. That's a little more surprising, actually. I didn't know their bond was that deep.
Hey, I was wondering if I could ask you something. I heard that you don't have any parents. Is that right?
Yeah, the woman who raised me died. And I don't even know who my birth parents are.
That must be tough for you, huh?
I don't really feel sad about it or anything, but I do think about my birth parents sometimes. It can weigh on me, not knowing who I really am, you know?
Well, you might not know who you are, but you still work hard and you keep your chin up through it all. That makes you super strong in my book.
Hey, Raphael. Your parents are gone too, right?
Yeah, both my mom and pa died in an accident.
Your parents were dead all along before you
You're
knew
just
them,
as
so how
strong
could
as
you
I
know
am.
how I feel,
You work
huh?
harder than anyone I know, and you do it all with the biggest grin in the world.
Of course. It's easy when you love training as much as I do. Hey, I just realized something. We've sure got a lot in common. Our parents aren't with us anymore. We're both commoners scraping our way through this war, and most importantly...
What can be more important than that?
both of us have got some serious brawn.
I appreciate that, but our body types are completely different. Not sure this really counts as brawn.
Sure, you're a little scrawnier than me, and maybe a lot smarter. But you know, my brain's been getting a constant workout ever since we opened the inn.
You have an inn?
Didn't she know that?
I went home and started one up with my grandpa and little sis once the academy shut down.
Running a business like that takes a surprising amount of muscle. Sure, there's regular stuff like hauling things around, but you need brain power too. If you ever want to make a profit, you have to pay real close attention to keeping the books straight. I mostly let my sis handle that stuff, though. That muscle still needs more work for me. Which means I'm in charge of the cooking. But that has its own share of problems.
Yeah, it can be tough to find your footing when you switch jobs. Especially if you have to start doing things outside your wheelhouse. Trust me, I've had my fair share of growing pains getting used to the army life. Everything's way different from how
Is it
worked
really
with
all
my
that
groups.
different?
But don't you just fight? That doesn't seem so different to me.
As a mercenary, the only thing you're responsible for is yourself. Show up and do the job right.
But you still have
and you'll get your
hierarchy.
pay.
You know, you report to your
Having
commander.
soldiers to command, people I'm in charge of beyond just myself. That's a huge change for me.
That wouldn't be any... It's just her position
And
that's
there's way
changed.
more
If she was
to
the head of the
military work
merc
than just plain
group, that would be
combat.
different.
Stuff like managing resources.
But she was put in control
making
of
sure
authority
everyone has the
here, but she
weapons
wouldn't
and armor
necessarily
they
have to
need.
be. She could just be a soldier,
I
not
don't
be
think
responsible
I'm bad
for
at
others.
That, per se, but it's
So
definitely
I'm
not
not sure
something I'm used to doing.
how that works.
And the more stuff there is to keep track of, the harder it all gets.
Hey, you're not so good at using your brain either.
Oops.
We're practically twins. That makes us pals now, right? I've got your back. So you just
I wonder
keep
how
on
that's
working
going to
hard,
work.
buddy.
Right back at ya. Let's keep fighting the good fight.